Hey Java developers! Welcome back to another deep dive into the world of Java programming. Today we're diving into one of the most debated topics in Java programming: interfaces versus abstract classes. This is a fundamental concept that every Java developer needs to understand to write efficient and maintainable code. So, grab your coffee and let's break it down. Whether you're a seasoned developer or just starting out, this topic is crucial for your Java journey. First up, what's an interface? In Java, an interface is a reference type, similar to a class, that can contain only constants, method signatures, default methods, static methods, and nested types. Think of it as a contract. When a class implements an interface, it agrees to perform the specific behaviors defined by that interface. An interface is a completely abstract class that allows you to define methods without implementing them. This means you can specify what a class must do, but not how it does it. It's like saying, hey, any class that implements me must promise to write these specific methods. This ensures a certain level of consistency across different classes. Now, let's switch gears to abstract classes. Abstract classes are a bit more flexible and powerful compared to interfaces. Abstract classes are a bit of a hybrid. They can have both abstract methods, which must be implemented by subclasses, and concrete methods, which have a default implementation. They let you define methods with or without implementation. This allows you to provide some common functionality to all subclasses, while still enforcing certain behaviors. This means you can have both concrete methods that work right out of the box, and abstract methods that must be overridden by subclasses. This is particularly useful for creating a base class that provides default behavior. So, when should you use an interface? Interfaces are ideal when you need to define a role that can be played by any class, regardless of where it sits in the class hierarchy. If you need, multiple inheritance interfaces are your go-to. They allow a class to implement multiple interfaces, thereby inheriting the behavior of multiple types. Since Java doesn't support multiple inheritance with classes, interfaces come to the rescue by allowing a class to implement multiple interfaces. This is a powerful feature for designing flexible and reusable code. This is super handy when designing loosely coupled systems. It allows different parts of your application to interact with each other without being tightly bound to specific implementations. And what about abstract classes? Abstract classes are best used when you have a base class with common functionality that many subclasses will share. They provide a way to define some default behavior while still allowing subclasses to override and customize it. Use them when you have a base class with common functionality that many subclasses will share. This allows you to centralize common code in one place, making it easier to maintain and update. Abstract classes shine when you need to share code among closely related classes. They provide a way to define some default behavior while still allowing subclasses to override and customize it. Plus, they can have constructors and member variables, which interfaces can't. Here's a quick example. Imagine you're building a zoo application. You might have an animal abstract class with a method like makeSound, because all animals make sounds, but the sound varies. You might have an animal abstract class with a method like makeSound, because all animals make sounds, but the sound varies. This allows you to define a common interface for all animals, while still allowing each specific animal to provide its own implementation. Now, if you want flying behavior, you could create a flyable interface and make certain animals implement it instead. This way, you can add flying behavior to any animal without changing the animal class. Remember, interfaces are about what an object can do, while abstract classes are about what an object is. This distinction is crucial for designing clean and maintainable code. Interfaces define capabilities. Abstract classes define identity. Understanding this will help you make better design decisions in your Java applications. To sum it up, pick an interface when you need to define a role and use an abstract class when you need to establish a base class with shared code. Each has its own strengths, and knowing when to use which will make your Java code cleaner and more maintainable. They each have their sweet spots, and knowing when to use which will make your Java code cleaner and more maintainable. This knowledge is key to becoming a proficient Java developer. Alright, that's it for today. I hope this clears up the differences between interfaces and abstract classes. If you found this useful, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more Java tips and tricks. Your support helps us create more content like this. Keep coding and see you in the next video. Stay curious and keep pushing the boundaries of what you can do with Java.